changes being prepared by Maurizio Pochettino. Gio Reyna, I think, is one of them, and Tanner Tessman as well. Maybe a triple change. Fancy Balogun as well. Lovely play from Berhalter, who is then fouled by Piqueras.
An excellent skill, balance, and strength there from Berhalter. A lovely little cut to split the defenders here. Just drags it in between them and gets his heel clipped. Here it is. Lovely. What a game he's having.
Luna, Dest and Wright are three players that will be making way as Tessman, Reyna and Balogun come in. Gio Reyna scoring 4 minutes into the game against Paraguay at the weekend. His first headed goal for club or country. It's another set piece now for the United States. Berhalter with an assist on the night already and a goal as well. Hernandez gets it away. Freeze. 13th cap for Matt Freeze tonight. He has 3 clean sheets in his international career. Picked up by Dara Skerta here. Rodriguez. Betancourt. Hernandez with the cross into the middle. Trusty heads it away. Uruguay just on top at the moment as we approach the hour mark, and that flashes wide. Betancourt with the strike.
Oh, he hit that so pure. Here's a good look at it. Almost the vantage point of Freeze, just wishing it wide. And knuckling. You can see it's definitely well wide, but he catches that one beautifully.
So here come the changes. Haji Wright makes way for Balogun. Tanner Tessman comes in. And Luna replaced by Reyna. What about the role Serginho Dest has played in the last couple of games, Kyle, and his ability to be relied on by Maurizio Pochettino, maybe a little further forward?
Yeah, I love him in this role. I mean, he's dynamic, athletic, creative going forward, but what I saw last game and this game is a commitment to get back and defend. There were several times that he was sprinting back, and I think that's an area of his game that, you know, he's facing criticism about. No one can be critical about the way he's just played both sides of the ball, and that freedom to go forward in this back three has definitely unlocked something in Dest. A huge positive. Good performance by him.
Balogun coming on for his 23rd cap, played 75 minutes at the weekend. He's got 3 goals in the last 4 games. Scored on his last 3 starts against Japan, Ecuador and Paraguay. Balogun now with 6 appearances in a row.
Looks like Berhalter might be pushed. I saw he and Gio Reyna having a conversation, and it looks like Berhalter going to see him in this role that Dest was in, playing a little bit wide. We haven't seen that yet under Pochettino.
The referee will stop play here because player is down. Hernandez, he just fall on his,
looks like he might get his
wrist awkwardly.
Hand stepped on. Right there. Oh, that one hurts. I mean, he's already got that.
Yeah.
He's already got that finger taped up. Oh. Can't get any more unlucky than that.
John Tolkien talked to us yesterday. I mentioned about how he'd grown through the relegation battle, but also he said that, you know, we mentioned over 70 players that Maurizio Pochettino has called in. He said that even when you're not being called in, that actually gives you the inspiration, the fact that you're never ruled out of it. It's not just the same 20, 30 players that are relied upon all the time. It means that if you're performing at your club level, it gives you that extra drive that if you're not in, you might get back in.
Yeah, which has been true to this point. I think that door is closing, right? We're not going to see a line around the block or Oprah style, you got a cap, you got a cap, you got a cap. I think that era is done. He knows what he's got out of those players. There's a few players I'm sure that Pochettino, for myriad reasons, has wanted to get a look at, that he might take his dad and get a look at it here on out. But I think we're going to see the same regular group. We're not going to see so much change camp by camp in players that are given opportunities.
Predicting that group isn't easy, though. Predicting that group that will turn up in March, that's a difficult one.
That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting.
Another change coming here for Uruguay. Looks like Varela is coming in, the Flamengo man. That's Berhalter that's down. Players in conversation with the assistant on the near side.
You mentioned it earlier. Go all the way back to it. I can't remember which game it was, but Christian Pulisic got taken out a few times. And no one said anything. Your star player, no one went over there. Red card. Right away, the U.S. player is furious and running over to the referee, protecting their player, Berhalter. In real time, absolutely. Sometimes you get really unlucky where that ball pops your foot up, and you could say, oh, well, I wasn't really attacking it at that angle. I mean, that's a nasty challenge. Intentionally going over the ball. Clear red.
So Marcelo Bielsa loses his captain. Betancourt, the Spurs midfielder, sent off here in the 65th minute for the challenge on Sebastian Berhalter. It's his first red with Uruguay, and any unlikely comeback surely now disappears as Mauricio Pochettino and Betancourt have a conversation there. There is no VAR, by the way, so the decision has been made and will stand. Betancourt's day is over.
I don't think I've ever seen as long an argument for something that it was just completely clear and obvious. I mean, just endangering the safety of the opponent. I mean, Berhalter lucky his foot isn't planted, or that gets a lot worse.
So it remains here 4-1. That is the same scoreline that we had at half-time here at Raymond James Stadium. First time the United States men's national team have scored 4 goals in any half against any World Cup winning nation. Emiliano Martinez, the Palmeiras man, is coming in. Bring on a holding midfielder. I think they're waiting here. The assistant referee needs to come to make the substitution, but I think the referee is waiting for Betancourt to completely leave the bowl here. So here comes the change. Yarosqueta, who got the goal tonight for Uruguay, replaced by Martinez.
At Spring Hill Suites, extra space makes every room more than a room. Find space at Spring Hill Suites, official hotel partner of U.S. Soccer.
Well, not much doubt about that. The red card, and Uruguay now down to 10 men for the final quarter of this match as we pass the midway mark in this half. US with reinforcements in, and now it's an opportunity down the left side. Comes back into the middle. Balogun couldn't get there, but the corner is given. Tillman making his way through there. Couldn't get that cross in towards Balogun. Swung in towards Tessman. It's 5 goals for the United States. Tanner Tessman just on the pitch. And on a night when we have seen Berhalter and Freeman score their first for their country, Tanner Tessman does it as well.
So smart from Berhalter to just read there's only one defender out there. And Gio Reyna just puts it on a platter. What a gorgeous ball in to Tessman. He just goes up at this point. Nothing but a goal. Marine, he just makes the decision to come out. Isn't anywhere near that one. The ball is just hit with so much pace and it's so low. He has no chance at coming and making a play on that. And
What a
Tessman,
ball from Reyna.
Oh, rises in the crowd. I mean, excellent ball. It's all in that service, but yeah, Tessman, brave because he's got to expect a challenge coming from the goalkeeper and just nods it right in the goal. And you could hear the mics. You could hear all the players getting behind Tessman, who's made a huge statement in this camp with his performance last game and coming off the bench and not a goal.
They'd only been on the pitch about 8 minutes, Reyna and Tessman, and they combined to find the 5th goal. Facundo Torres is getting set to come in for Uruguay. Former Orlando City man, their all-time leading goal scorer. Tanner Tessman, the Lyon man, went 90 minutes at the weekend on what was his 5th US start. This is cap number 12, 4th appearance in a row. Scored once this season in his 2nd season with Lyon. October was Tessman's first squad since March. He'd played a lot in the opening games under Mauricio Pochettino, but he's certainly taken his opportunity here in these last 2 camps, as you said.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent last game. Really, really strong. Yeah, we talked about it in pregame. Yeah, Pochettino has a good problem. Yeah, there's 2 big names that go into the middle of this field, right? And now a group of players that are climbing up the depth chart and proving how good they can be in those positions. And, I would say the 3rd name is Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams, Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie. I mean, those are stars. Those are big-time players that aren't here. And the good part is, in their absence, all these players keep showing Pochettino they can be trusted. I mean, it'll be fascinating, as you said, in March. You would expect, if they're healthy, you'd have to expect those names back. What does it look like with players like Tessman, players like Berhalter, others that have definitely upped their game?
Here's Berhalter once again. Rolled through for Balogun. And a free kick given here and a yellow card shown by referee Julio Luna of Guatemala. Hernandez, the player that was fouled. Tolkien is still down from the earlier challenge. So play will be stopped so John Tolkien can get some treatment here. But it's the yellow for Gio Reyna to go along with his assist just a few moments ago. The US scoring 5 goals against a team from outside CONCACAF for just the 5th time in team history. The first since a 5-1 win over Scotland back in May of 2012, and the first against a common ball opponent.
It's really interesting. You can't see, but below us, Tim Ream up on the sideline giving some instructions to Gio Reyna and some of the players. You know, Pochettino has been really clear about what an incredible leader he has in Tim Ream. We've seen him perform on the field, but it's just those other things, those other qualities. I mean, this is just an amazing thing to have of a player that, almost like a player coach, has been through so much and trying to impact a game he's not even playing in.
Mentioned Scotland, by the way, there. What a day for them today.
Incredible.
What an incredible way to qualify for the World Cup.
Right out of the gate. McTominay goal over a kick. I mean,
Similar to the Arrasqueta that we saw earlier on here today. It was an incredible goal. Tolkien's day is going to be over. Brendan Aronson and Max Austin are coming in for the US. Tillman and Tolkien, the two players making way. Been in a bit of a battle tonight, John Tolkien.
He was up for it. Yeah, he played really well.
This one played into the middle as Trusty heads it behind. It's going to be a corner on the far side for Uruguay. Their six-match unbeaten run is coming to an end. They finished fourth in CONMEBOL qualifying. Qualified on the penultimate day of qualifying back at the start of September with a win against Peru. Mauricio Pochettino wants to make the change now because Tolkien is already off the pitch. So Max Austin comes in for cap number 16. He got his fifth international assist on Gio Reyna's goal at the weekend. He leads the team for assists this year, and here comes Tim Tillman making way on what was his third cap and second start for the US. What about Reyna, by the way? A goal and 2 assists so far in these 2 games.
He looks happy. I mean, he looks confident. Looks, from a chemistry standpoint, to be fitting right in with this group in a wonderful way. And a great performance from that player right there. And I think Tillman made a statement. It was a really strong effort against a really good team.
Balogun gets it at the front post. He's battling there with Aguirre. Aguirre picks it up here on the far side. Morris with the challenge. Things bubbling up a little bit here with Uruguay a man down and 15 minutes left to play. Yellow card shown now for Balogun. Brian Rodriguez down on the far side. Rodriguez, Balogun obviously caught him.
Kind of look when he does this little pirouette right there, just not intentional, but catches him right in the face. And obviously we saw the blood in his hand, just popped him right in the nose. That one hurts.
Brian Rodriguez making the move to America from LAFC back in August of 2022. He joined LAFC as a young designated player 3 years before that. Aguirre being told to calm down now by Nandez, who has the captain's armband on following the departure, the sending off of Betancourt. And this could get a little bit feisty now in the final 15 minutes here.
You could see a yellow card coming here, but no intention in that. And just spinning, trying to get his arms out. Has no idea where the challenge is coming. Obviously, the outcome is a nasty one.
Balogun getting the yellow. Had a red card in his final game for Monaco before the international break. 4-1 loss against Lens. Scored a penalty and then got sent off, all in the first half. Gets a yellow here tonight. Fiammarine hasn't been a second cap that he will have enjoyed tonight. Christopher Fiammarine of Deportes Tolima. kept a clean sheet in his first game of his international career, which was the first game of the window in October. 1-0 win against Dominican Republic. But tonight, beaten 4 times in the first half. 5 in total. Berhalter 2 for Freeman, 1 for Luna, and 1 for Tessman. 5 goals equaling the US most in a game under Mauricio Pochettino. That was against TNT in the Gold Cup. Tessman fouled. It'll be a first US win against Uruguay since 2002. Tessman in with the challenge, fires off Aguirre. Aronson. Aguirre brings it away. Played forward there by Facundo Torres, but US get it back here with Balogun down the right side. Facundo Torres. Now Brian Rodriguez, the 2 former MLS men combining.
Well, you can hear the crowd knew Armstrong was away. If he could get that, put it down the line. Well done reading that and stepping. Just can't put it in front of himself.
Heading towards the final 10 minutes. Final game of 2025 for the United States men's national team. And they are finishing with a flourish. Hernandez with the throw on the far side. This will take it to 5 unbeaten for the US. Last time they went 5 unbeaten was during the Gold Cup. Here's McKenzie at the back. Aronson wide for Arfston on the far side. 2 substitutes combined. Reyna. An assist on goal number 5, the Tanner Tessman goal. Reyna once more. He's got space to carry it forward. Trusty out to that left touchline. Reyna. Forward it goes towards Aronson. Now Aidan Morris will drive forward here. He's got Balogun making a run. Back out towards Aronson. And a free kick given on the edge of the area here, and a yellow card is shown. It's the challenge by Rodrigo Aguirre. He's been frustrated for a few minutes now since that Brian Rodriguez challenge.
Yeah, it's definitely getting chippy.
The referee had allowed play to continue in case something came of that move. But this is certainly a free kick in shooting distance.
Is it Gio Reyna, Sebastian Berhalter? I'm sure both of those guys want this one. There's a discussion happening right now. Tessman joining the occasion as well. What is happening behind that ball?
I like the use of the ball too. You often see people covering their mouth, but I like the use of the ball there.
Yeah, 2 guys as kids that had this argument in a backyard. Yeah, amazing to watch them do it. Very surreal as pros.
Brian Rodriguez still receiving more treatment after being caught by Balogun. He's off the pitch right now, so Uruguay a man down. Rather like Diego Luna back in January, who had the nose issue. They just asked him if he wanted to leave the game, and he said no. Apparently, from touchline, Brian Rodriguez. He might not get the choice. For now, Rodriguez is back on, and Gio Reyna has stepped to the side.
Well, the posture he has, he might touch it to Reyna, or just go straight at it. Reyna's adjusting his position now.
It will be Sebastian Berhalter to take this off the wall and behind for a corner. Berhalter heading across to take it. Reyna has gone for the short one, but Facundo Torres raced across to prevent that from being taken. 7th corner of the night for the United States. Berhalter influential from set pieces once again. A goal and an assist on the night. Berhalter swings it in, but this time Pierre Marine can claim.
That's about as good as you can sidewind a kick, and that was gorgeous.
Six minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Uruguay playing with 10. Betancourt sent off in the second half. Nandez on the far side. That looked like it should have been a free kick, but Max Afton wriggles out of it.
Trust has been really good tonight. Just simple things like that. Not up the field, but cushioning the header down, being in the right position, and starting their counterattack.
Berhalter gets it from Freeman. Going it back for Berhalter. This is Tessman. Now Morris. Aronson gliding forward as he runs at the Uruguay back line. Balogun. Afston closed down by Nandez on the far side. It's out for a US throw. New York Life's Behind the Assist sweepstakes is giving fans the chance to win a VIP trip to a future US soccer match. You can scan the flow code on the screen now to share your assist to enter. See official rules for complete details. We're inside the final 5 minutes here in Florida, Raymond James Stadium. And the US with 5 goals. The first time they've scored 5 against a World Cup winning nation or against a FIFA top 30 team. Starting 11 either, not just tonight, but in the last few games under Mauricio Pochettino. There have been players coming in off the bench, impacting games as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morris with the ball forward for Tessman. US at walking pace right now.
Yeah, I'd say just one surprise. You know, Balogun's made a statement. Pepe, you know, someone who's been brought off the bench, who's performed off the bench. Yeah, I would have expected to get a little look at Pepe, but maybe that's the statement we're seeing from Mauricio Pochettino. I mean, who's earning it? Who's the best in the moment and the opportunity? He's seen a lot from players, and Balogun he trusts. He wants to get Balogun out there.
I think Christian Roldan is about to come in for the final few moments. Not a good night for Marcelo Bielsa and his men. US 3-0 up after 30 minutes here tonight, 4-0 up after 42. Tessman, the man who got the fifth, through for Aronson. He sends him wide. Araujo doing the defending there. And a free kick given. It's going to be Aidan Morris coming out for Christian Roldan when the change is made.